Nobody's gonna show up to watch this live. Just wanted to say hi. If anybody does join in, might not be a long live, so don't know how long it's gonna be. Just wanted to pop on here. Most of my subscribers are from my deviant art, so pictures will be coming. I just did a session, as you can see. I'm like literally dressed up, and my hair is so tight that my eyes are being pulled back. So I did a session outside. Unfortunately, today it was cold, so I want it to be not like it usually is, but it's all warm the whole week. Just when I decided to do a live after doing a session, all of a sudden, my entire session was me halfway shivering and cold because the wind was picking up and it sucked. Other than that, I'm pretty positive on the pictures being turned out good. I don't know if slideshows are a thing anymore. So hopefully if I do a slideshow and put that into a video, it'll be some content at least. So thank you. I have no idea how to do this. I've never went live before. Never had a reason to. Just trying to set down my tripod. I really need a new one. Because this one, you can lock it, and then you can just, doesn't even stay put. It just too loose. Like my half-sister. So if I start looking like I'm squinching, literally, it's because I'm trying to read the chat because it's so small and I can't really see anything. So I have to look like an old granny to try to read it. When I did my session today, I literally just thought maybe I should wear makeup. So I only wore eye makeup this time and I just put on aloe vera today, which is really tiny. Very tiny little aloe vera. Because I can't handle most lip colors. And the only colors I'm wearing today on my eyes, which you can barely see, is the green, of course. I'm in front of my window, so I can't really be positive on this whole lighting thing. And then I have this one right here. So I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I mean, I've seen people do lives, but they always get these super chats, and I'm not that popular for a super chat. I mean, I wish I was that popular for a super chat, but I'm not. So like I said, if I'm trying to squinch to read comments that do come in, it's only because I can't see. I have 20/40 vision. So it's like 20/40, but in point of view is my left eye is more stronger than my right eye. And I'm also losing vision in left eye slowly, but it happens. And I constantly have to fidget with my hair, especially when I get nervous, so I kind of fidget. And I didn't feel like getting into my lazy clothes, so I decided to just do a live real quick to see how everyone's doing. If anybody joins in, if they don't, they don't. That's their loss. So if I start acting like I'm fidgeting, don't mind me. It's just my nerves. And this is my friend's phone, so I use their phone to do my pictures with. So I use their phone, and it folds. So I have to put all these pictures on, and usually if I'm putting up pictures on my computer, I go through like the last amount I went through was about 4,000 images because I like to take shutter shots. And when I take shutter shots, it takes like several pictures in one. And then next thing I know, I'm going through like 4,000 pictures, 5,000 pictures. The highest amount I've ever been through was 9,000 photos. And that was back when I was 19, when I was just fresh into taking pictures of myself, because usually when I take pictures of myself back then, I always got called fat or ugly, the usual bully names, stuff like that. So just putting stuff away as I'm talking. Like I said, I've never done a live before, so I'm like fidgeting all over the place. Might not even be on here that long. Because if nobody joins in other than just one or two people, I feel like I've wasted time. Well, I'm not that popular, so chances are no one's going to join in quick. And don't mind me, I'm just messing around trying to clean up. Usually when I do pictures, I make a mess everywhere. You're fine. One's better than no one. I have to clean up my makeup. I have to clean up brushes. I have to clean up this makeup everywhere. So I'm moving around too much. If I get a little bright, that's because the sun likes to go in behind the clouds a lot. Or if I move too quick. And then it goes out to being sunny, then dark, sunny, then dark. YouTube is a big community. Too many popular people don't take it over. Kind of like Instagram. Too many celebrities taken over. Instagram's taken over. YouTube's taken over. So is X. That's taken over. I don't even use that. Once upon a time, Twitter. I don't use that. Plus, I gotta get used to this. I don't know how to get the word around to make people want to join in. I've seen so many people do lives. I just was too chicken to do it. I must have misplaced my. Don't know. I think I did. Hey Siri, where are you?
I'm over here.
Okay. I wish I knew how to zoom in on this chat because I can't see. I could probably get more people if, I don't know, there's not many people online all the time for YouTube. I have no content for my YouTube half the time. It's kind of hard to get content. Trying to situate my lighting situation here. Not really disappointing, just, I mean, it's my first time going live. So I think the more subscribers I receive and the more I go live, probably the more will come. Like I said, I'm just trying to clean up my mess I made. Every time I take a session, I make a mess. I drop stuff. Now I'm a ghost now. I have a huge container next to me full of makeup, and I wear only 10% of it. So, oh yeah. I have no new content. No new content whatsoever. Ah, cool. 3. Better than 1. So yeah, we're going to put up pictures on Deviant probably tomorrow or tonight. Depends. I just don't know yet because sometimes I can go through so many pictures. Like the last time I went through 9,000 photos. And that depends on what I'm doing. 1 minute I'm outside and I'll take 600 photos. Then I'll come inside and then I'll end up taking another 300 to 400 photos. Then I'll just end up deleting at least 70% of them. Waste. So, how many subscribers does one need to even get a super chat? Why am I doing that? I don't even know if you can even like stuff. Like, never did this. And every time I move, I become a ghost. It's because I'm in front of a window. My room is very small, so limited space. How is everybody that are here? You hear background noise? It's my friend watching AEW crap. I swear he has that thing so loud. Like I said, I am literally trying to read everything. Everyone is getting sick, even around here. My brother got sick, then my mom caught it, then my mom got better, then I caught it, and then after I got better, my friend caught it, and then after he got better, it reversed, and then my mom caught it again. But my brother was so sick he couldn't taste anything for a week. We thought it was COVID or something, but it wasn't. Just a flu. I don't know how people do these lives where they just sit and read comments, and I'm sitting here like a grandma that lost her specs. Colds are very catchy. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, try dealing with a stomach virus for 6 days since you're a child. Me, like literally every time, every year, I would get so sick. I'd have the stomach virus for 6 days. Luckily, I haven't been getting sick from it. I don't know. I did 2 paintings recently. Actually, 3. I don't know if they got any love or not, but I posted them to my other account on Deviant. So, gotta get it. This one. I'm not a perfect painter. I'm 5'2" and lost half my screws. Okay. I mean, I have paint. I would love to paint on a video, but I think I might get nervous and I'll mess up. So, there's one. I'm not good at painting. I am not good at painting. I am not good at any of this. These are my flowers. This is my technique for flowers. And I have to use a filbert brush for that. So I have a whole stack of paintings. Nothing to do with them. They just sit there. see. I think my best one I did was actually this one. My best one recently. Maybe I should pull out the other paintings I did do. I mean, they're quite old. So I'm gonna grab the other canvases and just show them. For if anybody does come in late, they can just see them. But I'm not no gifted painter. I'm just gonna set the dead guy right here. Pick up the dead guy. Y'all gonna have me actually have something to show for worth. This is how thick all of the paintings I did so far. Most of my paintings I did do, my mom took. So, how the hell am I gonna do this without dropping stuff? Okay. One by one, and then come poop one by one. There. Okay, this was my Halloween one. Focus, you dingbat waffle. Focus. This is my witch's house. As you can see down, where is it? Right there. This one I did. I think 2022. So my Halloween one. I don't know why I actually did this one. I just had fun with it. This was my this was my first actual canvas painting. No date on it, but I know this is my first. This one was my first ever canvas painting. It looks like crap. So I also like to try to follow Bob Ross, or at least inspire. And sometimes they don't always turn out right. So trying to move it right. I don't really have steady hands, so I shake a lot usually. I'm like shaky. I just can't focus half the time. So I came on here for a quick little hello, and I end up showing off my paintings. This one is actually a scrap. I call it a scrap because I kind of messed up on the colors. And I'm trying to fix this bad lighting. Okay. Somebody actually told me I had kindergartner paintings. Don't. It's the lighting. I can't help it. I mean, I could block it off somewhere, but then I become dark. I don't know how to do flowers that good. It's like splatters. I also found a Christmas one. I think this one's from 2020. Come on, focus. Well, Bob Ross is originally also from Florida, so that's a bonus as well. I mean, canvases are heavy. I'm not even sure if half of these are showing, but I just wanted to show off my art that I didn't. I don't really paint all the time. This one is actually abstract, but it's not that great. And being outside in the cold, I'm already getting the snifflers. This one's old, like old to where it actually has a little wear. And I'm upset about it because it got a little ruined. I'm embarrassed to even show it. It got scruffed up. So I'm mad about it. But this one got a little messed up. It's Kiki and where am I? Baron and Chihiro. I call this one what was it I called? Oh, the Pink Swamp. I think it was. Or the miasma, like swamp. Oh yeah, and there's this thing with the stuff. Silhouettes suck. They are horrible to draw, or at least outline. They suck. So I don't do silhouettes as much. Like I said, most of the ones I do have, my mom took. And I don't know if this one's going to be seen, but this one's like a campfire in the woods. Kind of Bob Rossi-ish. I literally just said Bob Rossi-ish. Language are you speaking? I mean, if I'm boring anybody that is here with any of these paintings, besides that one, that was crap. Where am I at? It wants to focus. I don't know. Should I do more lives like this, or should I just focus on something else like Deviant? Because I'm not. I used to do YouTube a lot. Unfortunately, it failed. No, the painting I literally threw across the room was actually crap. My Sleepy Hollow. Why do canvases sometimes stink? Like literally, I get canvases and they smell like a chemical. And it stinks. I have 2 unfinished ones. Actually, I never really finished. All I did was throw in some seaweed or something. When it focuses, this one's unfinished. So I haven't really added anything except for this stuff. I have nothing else to add for everything else. So this is unfinished. The last time I tried to draw Ariel, I made it look like she was a pothead or something. And because I like Valentine's, one time I actually did this, so. I only threw that one painting because it was actual crap. I forgot to get rid of it. This is also an unfinished one. This one's unfinished as well. This one's actually unfinished. And I have this one I call Zombie Night, but it's not really a zombie. It's just, the zombie-ish hand and the spooky owl and the ghosts. This is old, 2020, I believe. Would you believe I actually wanted to sell some of these paintings? And I had a family member tell me no one's going to buy your kindergartner paintings. But if they can buy painted boob splats on eBay, they can buy something of mine. You want to pay for a boob or a butt splat of paint? That's your opinion. But they can buy mine. Boob splat paint art. Now I got the liberty of putting everything back together, back where it was. I'm a multitasker. I can take pictures, I can paint when I want, make jewelry, craft. One time I took postal boxes and made a shelf because I didn't have the money for a shelf. And since the postal boxes were free and I had hot glue and tape, I literally just made a shelf with post boxes. And it worked. It lasted up to about 2 years. And then it shrunk in and sunk. So I had to break it apart and then I made another one. Only I made a table. I'm broke as a joke. Literally, sometimes I like to say, I heard it from Grumpy Old Men. If anyone's seen that movie, it's when the old man gets asked, "How are you?" He says, "I ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of," and that's how sometimes I feel. Like, what kind of movies would you consider the ultimate 80s movie? Like, if you had a top 80s movie, top 3, what would be your top 3? Because I have plenty of movies, and my 80s, I can't just pick like 3. I'd never seen Indiana Jones. I have never seen Indiana Jones. I've never seen Indiana Jones. I've never seen. Well, I've only seen The Breakfast Club one time. My top 3 would be Legend with Tim Curry, The Labyrinth, and I'm cross between The Dark Crystal, but I'm also obsessed with Monster Squad. Well, I like 90s movies. I mean, I'm very picky when it comes to 90s movies because when I was a kid, I used to wear out this one 90s movie, Three Ninjas. Now I hate it. And The Breakfast Club was like mid 80s, not sure. I know I like Teen Wolf. Yep, I can't watch Dragonheart. I watched the first one only because he likes to fly the guy through the forest and whack him against the trees. That was funny. Yeah, they remade The Crow. I like The Lost Boys, though. That's another 80s movie. There's only two Home Alones in my definition of that kind of movie because Home Alone, there's only two in my opinion. Everything stops at the second one. I actually like it's a Mad Max movie. It's Thunderdome. It has Tina Turner in it. Yeah, if you really want a tearjerker and it's an old movie, just don't watch The Land Before Time. I mean, there's so many movies that are so good, but you can't really pick just a few. You gotta have, it's like Pokemon, you gotta have them all. I have actually. The Land Before Time, the first movie, is actually a movie I refused. No, I don't like. Nobody kill me here. I really don't like the never ending story. I hate it. But when it came to the horse scene, I couldn't. I'm get, I'm gonna end up bouncing between 80s movies and 90s because everything in between is just some movies are good, some ain't. But I'm mostly into my 80s movies. And it says I have 3 people watching, but only 2 are talking to me. There's a ghost in here. I only like the third Never Ending Story for one reason, because there was a young Jack Black in it. Other than that, I don't care. I've actually, someone's gonna kill me for this. I never seen Gremlins either, and I know Gremlins is a big deal type of 80s movie. It was a few years ago when I first saw Ghostbusters, and then it was a few years ago I saw Alien, the original Alien, the actual good one. Some movies don't need sequels, some movies don't need prequels, and some movies can just be left alone. Jack Black is awesome, but he looks ridiculous in that new Minecraft movie. The whole thing looks ridiculous. And I love Jason Momoa. Someone in this chat knows that. But Jason Momoa looks really ridiculous in that Minecraft movie. But don't get me started on Johnny Depp. Because I didn't know who the hell he was until the Pirates movie came out. Wow, I've been on here for 46 minutes. This was supposed to be just a quick hello. But when you get in conversation, you just can't stop. Yeah, they're bringing another one out for Gremlins. I think they're making another, like a series. Jurassic Park. I have all three. That's where I stop. I don't go past the third Jurassic Park. But I do like dinosaur movies. So I end up watching the other ones. But I only own the first three. Real quick. No, probably remember this movie, but I liked it. It got me into robots because they looked really cool in that movie. Short Circuit with Johnny Five. And there's I was probably the only girl back then who was obsessed with it. I didn't even know what it was about. I just liked it. It was called Pretty Woman. I'm a random person. Random. Yeah, I don't own Johnny Five movies. I don't own the Short Circuit series. There's only like 2, I think. Then I heard they were gonna make a new one. I have to sort out my art once more. It's so quiet in my room, but I can still hear that junk out there. Slowly but surely. One day I'll hit 100 subscribers and I'll celebrate with another live, but until then, I'll just randomly do them. So I think what I'm gonna do myself, I'm going to actually probably get off as well and start loading up some pictures that I will be uploading to my Deviant. And this was pretty much awkward to me because I never did a live ever till today. Didn't think anybody would care. Maybe for future reference, I'll actually have something to do in the next live, like more to show off or something, or maybe I'll do a movie trivia or some kind of thing like that for fun. Or maybe I'll have a movie in the background playing. So I'm going to end the stream because I've done rambled on for almost an hour in a few minutes. So I'm going to go start on my Deviant